Right, so we're here at the expo in Frankfurt.
Yeah, this is the Ironman European Championships. I'm not sure I've seen an expo quite this big before.
No, it's pretty big, isn't it, Mark? It stretches out both sides of the street down here behind us, so I think there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah, well, we thought we'd have a bit of fun today, actually. We're going to have a bit of a battle, a tech tour battle. We're going to split sides and come back with the best stuff. Well, I'm going to come back with the best stuff.
I am going to come back with it.
Right, let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go. Right, so we're here to start things off at the Hookah stand, and this is their brand new shoe, the Carbon X. It's got a carbon plate right through the sole, super stiff. I can't get any bend in that sole at all. And what that does is it really promotes a mid-foot, forefoot landing point when you're running. There's a much larger surface area there to just give you much better toe off and better energy return too. So all in all, this is a pretty cool bit of kit.
Well, this is a brand new release from Hookah, which is kind of a branch to the Cask brand, who are a partner of the channel here. So we've already chatted about this a little bit on the channel before. This is the Hookah Billy. Now, this is quite a small product, just goes on the stem of your handlebars and attaches your sunglasses to it. So mid-ride, you can just take your sunglasses off, pop them onto the Hookah Billy, nice and easily like that, store them away safely, and whack them back on when you need. Pretty smart.
Right, so I've moved along the expo here and we found the SkinFit stand. Now, SkinFit's an Austrian brand, but hugely popular here in Europe. You see it at all the big races. So here we are in Frankfurt, and there's going to be SkinFit everywhere on race day. Now, this is their brand new fully sleeved skin suit, which they tell me they're really pleased with because fully sublimated, everything is woven into the fabric. But also on their sleeveless model, which I've got here, you can see some of their features they've got in here that they're really pleased with. They've got a brand new double layer chamois that they say is super comfy, and on the back a nice pocket system that keeps everything snug and not falling out, so gels or whatever you want to put in there, apparently they say is really, really good, updated. So yeah, nice to see some new stuff from SkinFit.
Well, we're here at the DT Swiss stand now. Now, DT Swiss are not only well known for their great wheels, but also for their hubs. Now, their patent actually recently expired, which happens with most patents over time, but this has really opened up the doors for DT Swiss. So this is their new Ratchet EXP, where they've basically redeveloped and redesigned their already great hubs. So what they've done on this is they've managed to include the bearing system and the ratchet system within the thread ring. So not only is that reducing the number of parts within the hub, which obviously reduces the weight of the whole hub, also means that the bearings have greater distance between the two, which you can see using this very strong spring here, pushes all those parts apart. That in turn increases the stiffness of the hub by what they say 15%. So yeah, very exciting. Only released about 6 weeks ago too.
Right, so we've moved along the expo again and we've made it to the Canyon tent. Now, although they've got a really interesting thing sitting over there, Patrick Lange's current replica race bike, or even his current race bike, I'm not sure, he might be on it tomorrow. But either way, that's busy with lots of people. So I'm having a look at this thing, which I also think is really interesting because this is their most up-to-date Aerode frame, the Aerode CF-SL. And I really am interested in this colorway, silver and black. Canyon always do some eye-catching colors. And as you guys know, I love my paint jobs. So yeah, I think Mark's going to be hard pushed to beat this one.
Right, so swinging by the Rise-On stand, which seems to be a popular brand with a lot of people out there. Seeing Jan Frodeno obviously racing in their suits. Now this is the new Rise-On Canyon suit. Not much really to report here, it's not essentially new tech, but it's a very nice design. It's definitely caught my eye. Right, got a couple of good bits already. I wonder how Fraser's getting on. To be honest, I feel like I'm just warming up and I can see some great stuff on my side over here.
Well, actually, Mark, I think you're wrong because I'm here at Sell Italia and I found their new saddle, the Iron Evo. This is actually going to be on Patrick Lange's bike tomorrow. This is their brand new model. It's an evolution of their previous saddle model, and they've got a slightly wider nose here. But what's really interesting about this saddle is they've got a dual density foam in here. So there's two types of these saddles. One that has a softer density of padding and another one that has got a slightly firmer, so you can make that choice. Also got a nice set of carbon rails on this model. There's also one that comes with aluminium rails. So these carbon rails make this saddle really pretty light, just about 240 grams or so. So this is a really interesting bit of kit. sell Italia's new triathlon model.
Right, well, I've just come across swim power plates. Now, this is a product I've not really seen before. I've seen swim benches and whatnot before. Been chatting to the CEO of the company, Peter, and this is something he's developed for himself in his own training, in his own home. He's bodged together a few parts, but now he is producing this product. Swim power plates, essentially 2 paddles that you can connect from the ceiling of your room and practice your swimming within your own home or your form. Or check out your sweat marks, as I am right now. Or you can do a bit of butterfly if you wanted. Yeah, really nice, simple product. How about that, Fraser?
Right, I think I can match you there, Mark, because here we are at Castelli. I've long been a huge fan of Castelli clothing, really functional, super comfy, and this is their top of the range tri-suit, the all-out speed suit. Really nice long figure hugging sleeves there, full zip so you can open up if you need to go to the toilet, really comfy chamois, all that good stuff. But it's the colour that really drew me to this. It's a really bright, eye-catching colour. You're not going to miss anybody out on course wearing that. And talking about colours, here's some really nice bits of kit for the girls' stuff. So this is 2 different versions of the same undervest that they're making. You can also wear it out on the bike on a nice hot day like today. So some really cool stuff coming from Castelli.
Right, how about this then, Fraser? These are the new Defenders by Rudy Project. Check them out. Now, a few things on this product. They've actually increased the lens height, and that in turn means that not blocking the field of vision across the top, so there's no frame in the way, so it works with all sorts of bike positions, both on the road bike but also TT bikes. When you're going down super aero, you want to be able to look at the top of your eye vision, and with a lot of sunglasses that would be blocked by the top of the frame. So here I can see really perfectly straight ahead of me. Another thing is also really cool is you can actually just bend the frame and adjust it for your face, so ear height, eyes, everything like that. Really comfortable glasses.
Right, made it to the heart of the expo here and getting into the meat and the bones of the tech at the ceramic speed stand. Some very exciting bits of kit here in front of me. Most notably their chains, their UFO coated chain, which is very well known, especially amongst the pro ranks. Possibly the most recognizable bit of ceramic speed kit is this. This is their oversized pulleys, which you see all over the place now. Really friction-free stuff with these. And even further, we've got the bottom bracket in here, which is ceramic speed too. So I promise you, Mark, this is going to be hard to beat.
Oh, sorry. Right, okay. Caught me there. I am at the M-Cool stand, and it is extremely hot here in Frankfurt, so this is pretty apt for right now. This is essentially an ice pack, but really it's a little bit more than that, because in these pockets, not just water, there's also carbon, which has a higher conductivity of heat, meaning it's not going to melt quite as quickly as you would with water. Now I've actually right now got one of these packs on here. Now interestingly, this has come from medical development for cardiac arrest and has now come into sport. So the idea being this is for recovery. You can slip these packs into a number of pockets on this little sleeve or pouch that I've got here. You put this on different parts of the body. At the moment I've got on the calf, and it is really nice and cold. But really interesting thing is, whereas normally you get an ice pack, whack that on the skin and it like almost feels like burning, this actually feels really quite pleasant. I'm actually really quite enjoying this now, as you caught me doing before, and apparently it lasts a very long time. Even once I remove it, I'm still going to feel that cooling effect for quite a while after. But yeah, I think I might just stay here a little bit longer actually.
Right, I've definitely beat you here, Mark, because this is actually Patrick Lang's race bike getting tuned up here in the Ceramic Speed workshop before race day tomorrow. So what we've got here is his custom oversized pulleys. Only Patrick has this particular colorway, but what's really exciting and completely unique to Patrick is if you can just see in here, engraved on the oversized pulley, is the time that Patrick did at Kona last year and his hashtag Be the Record Breaker, which is his own little personal slogan. Really exciting to see that.
So you might be wondering why I'm vibrating right now. That's because I've got this, the back roll booster. You might be wondering why. I've got something like this here, but this is for massage, for pre-post exercise. This has been released a couple of months ago. Nice and easy to activate, switch on and off, increase the intensity or whatnot. So you can use it here, this like section here you can obviously use down the thigh, but also this bit you can really pinpoint, almost like trigger point therapy, I guess. Also this little tool on the side here, almost like fascia release and whatnot, so you can use that down on the muscles, down through. Quite a cool product, but you didn't find anything like this, Fraser. Just walk past here, Fraser in a straight jacket. What a numpty.
Right, so this is a really exciting Biff kit that you can see me wearing here. This is a professional sports recovery that I've made my way along to here in the expo. Now this is some fully German engineered, medically approved kit that is not long moved into the sports market. Now I used to have compression type boots when I was racing, but this is something I've never worn before for the upper body. So as I'm chatting to you, I'm being compressed in my arms, my shoulders, even my torso and my lower back is starting to feel compressed. So really good recovery system for anything that you're doing on the upper body, whether you've been in the gym or if you've got some injuries or if you've been swimming. So definitely applicable to triathletes, but a whole host of other sports too are using this professional sports recovery system. So I can definitely give you a big thumbs up if I could get my thumbs out of these arms.
Well, it does not always have to be big fancy products. This is a magnet. Now this is bib up, and as the name suggests, this is for your race bibs, your numbers. These are just two magnets on either side that you basically can connect on the inside of your suit or your vest, your jersey, whatever you're wearing, and then the other side of the magnet on the other side to hold that bib in place without you having to use safety pins going through your nice kit, ruining your kit or anything like that. But the really cool thing is they all come in slightly different designs. So I've got the German flag here because obviously we are in Germany. We've got the French flag down here. We've got some Swiss flags, American flags, all sorts. It seems like, well, every country, I guess. Some other just really cool designs. Nice, simple. I like it.
Right, so we've made our way along to the Stages stand in the expo. Now they're very well known, famous for their power meters that you can see behind me there on the poster. But this is the new addition to the Stages family. So this is their head units. So this is the Dash members of the family. You've got L for large and M for medium. Basically means they've got more options for profile fields or data fields. There's up to 16 can be held on this screen, 12 on this screen as well, so still loads of options for seeing all your data. But some really cool functions, really excellent cycling specific maps inside here where they can show you the cycle paths that are close by or even coffee shops or bike shops, which is really fun. And another really good feature you can see here on this screen is a color wheel that you can load in your power zones and things like your FTP, and that will actually show you how hard you're working in a ride. So loads of really excellent functions that Stages have thought about to make these head units really good bits of kit.
Well, I don't know about you, Fraser, but I think I absolutely smashed that.
Oh, you didn't see what was on my side of the expo, Mark. I have got you floored.
Well, we'll have to throw it to you guys. You guys can decide. So we've got a poll that's popped up on screen right now. Did Mark win it or did Fraser win it?
Now, if you have enjoyed this video, please hit that thumb up, like button. Find the globe on screen to get all the other videos that we have here on GTN. And if you want to see a video that I did of the tech tour down in Oceanside, well, you can find that here.
Yeah, if you'd like to see a transition tour, we had some quite cool tech there. That's from Samarin at the championship event. The age group ranks, you can see that by clicking just down here.